Porter, before Wednesday, you talked about wanting to get back to defensive identity. Do you feel like you guys did that on Wednesday with the way you played?
I did. I thought we did. We did some really good things defensively. I thought we were on our switches. We were communicating really well. We really were trying to focus in on Carissa, not going downhill. I thought we had great ball screen coverage. So, yeah, I was pleased. I was really pleased. We out-rebounded them 14. So very, very pleased with our defensive effort.
How important is that heading into another road game going to Cincinnati?
It's got to be every game. You can't win in this league unless you're defending. Every team defends. And if you're not defending at a high level, it makes it very hard. And going into Cincinnati, they're super physical. They're deep. They got a lot of different matchups. They'll play 2 6'11" guys at the same time. They have an extremely quick physical point guard, and then they got physical old wings. They're very good. I mean, they're really good. And they're as physical as team. That TCU Cincinnati game was as physical as you'll see in college basketball anywhere. And that you got to be ready for that. And I thought we played physical defense without fouling, and that was a key for us against West Virginia.
You mentioned physicality. Has Javion responded the way that you were hoping through this first part of
getting better? He's got to, I mean, like all of our newcomers, you just got to, there's literally like nothing like it in the Big 12. So we're 4 games in, you just keep getting better. He sees it. And I thought his mentality, his attitude was great. And he's getting better every game, and you just got to keep doing that. I thought he really was trying defensively, which was really good.
Porter, how do you feel like the communication went on the road, the first 2 road games, and is that something you really continue to harp on going into this one?
Yeah, we talked about that after that week. Is that you got to really talk communication defensively. When there's so much that goes into great defenses. Communication is at the top of the list. Talking about switches, talking ball screen coverages, where you're at. Everyone, it's constant. Great defenses are noisy, and if you're not communicating, but you got to do it loud. That's on our board. Err on the loud side. So I thought we were better the other night, but we're going into another hostile environment. I heard it was sold out, so our communication's got to be great defensively, and it's got to be for 40 minutes.
Porter, you touched on it after the game the other night with the turnovers. I think you guys are 3rd in the conference in turnover rate right now. Just how do you kind of work on that and address it?
Turnovers are, they're very hard. Because you can address them, you keep addressing them, but it's you got to be tougher with the ball. You got to certain guys got to not try to do things they can't do, but we have had a number of turnovers. We looked at it. We had I think 3 or 4 off offensive rebounds, and we traveled off offensive rebounds, and then we got hit and went out of bounds. So those are the ones that. But it's the one we tried to throw to John. It was a bounce pass and it got stolen. We did another one. We left our feet blindly and threw with that one. So those are the ones that we got to clean up. We got to get that number down. But it's just a constant awareness of it.
What would you like to see from John to have him take that next step for you?
Continuing to get into great shape so he can move better. I think he's moving better. I watched his defense. He really got out and was moving side to side defensively. And I think he's communicating great. I think, and just to continue to strive every single day to get in the best shape. And because he can do some things. He can post down there as good as anyone. He can pass. He had a great pass to Jalen Moore when they went zone. We got him in the middle of the zone. So just keep striving to get better. And especially with his defense too. So I like it. I thought he played well, and I thought he played well at TCU, and got to keep getting his arrow going up because he can really help us.
More Luke minutes the other night. You kind of liking what you're seeing from him and his little bit of action? Absolutely.
I texted him late night, and because it just didn't work out where he got in the second half, but I thought his minutes in the first was confident. It was good. I still like integrating him into what we're doing, and I know this team plays 2 6'11" guys at the same time. So there's matchups where I think he's going to be able to do well in.
Well, along those lines, I think you played Jalen Moore at the 5 with Luke on the floor too. You talked about that after the game. Is that a look that every now and then you could go back to?
Absolutely. I mean, the thing with Luke is he can play some 4. It's just and to do some things defensively, and he's getting so much better. I thought he moved his feet great against West Virginia. So yeah, he's a guy that we can maneuver around, and I just want to keep staying confident with him. And that's what's hard, because is staying. This is hard for any player to stay ready you know your name hasn't been called a lot, but we're asking you to stay ready. It's a challenging balance, and I think Luke right now sees that the last 2 games he's gotten in when it mattered, and my job is to keep him confident, to let him know, hey, if it's 7 minutes, hey, make it 7 great minutes. You can help us because he can help us.
I think last week you said, Los is being Los now. Just how much does it add to this team when he's not just looking to distribute, but bring a scoring element too?
I think it starts with what Los does best, and that's lead, facilitate, get transition going, make decisions coming off, spray the ball, and he falls into scoring. His shot looks great. He works on his shot so much. His shot, I have total confidence in. He's worked on that thing. But he's so confident right now with the ball and doing things, as well as Javion. We have 2 guys that we have no problem that can make great decisions off ball screens, that are threats off ball screens, and especially in transition. And I have confidence in all those guys. Ortega, Waldo, different guys bringing it up in transition. We don't have to just get it to those 2 in transition. So, but the other thing I think Los has really taken a step forward is, I think his defense the last 3 games has been really good.
What makes him such a good leader?
He's got the guy's respect. He's got the respect, and he's humble. He's a servant leader as a guard. He'll let he's not selfish one iota. He's a likable leader that's not selfish, and he's good. I mean, that's an underlying thing of what a good leader is. Sometimes like, yeah, I want to be a leader, but you're not good. But he's got the respect. He's got the respect, and he's a humble servant leader as a lead, one of the lead guards, him and Javion.